He's joining me now, Iowa Congressman Steve King, and from South Carolina, Congressman Trey Gowdy. Guys, welcome back. Congressman King. Okay, we've got Benghazi hearings. She's at a wine tasting. And we've got Israel, the conflict, Syria, pending issues with Iran, a lot of trouble now with the Muslim Brotherhood. You know, where are the priorities here?
Well, you would think that this would just be exactly the time when you need your Secretary of State engaged in this thing full force. And anticipating the hearings coming up in Congress as we've come in after the election, and Hillary Clinton finds herself conveniently out of touch in Australia. She was the one that General Petraeus, of course, resigned, and that took him off the stage. Now Hillary Clinton's out of the hemisphere. She's off the stage for now. We're going to have to continue drilling on this, Sean, but the balance of power in the Middle East and the U.S. influence there does need a Secretary of State on task. So we've got two things going on. One is the continuing developments in Benghazi and how we have to investigate that completely, plus the opportunity to maybe avert some disaster in the Middle East on the job.
Yeah, Iran, Libya, Congressman Gowdy, your reaction to all of this. Where is the Secretary of State? Why isn't she testifying this week? I think the American people have a right to know what they knew, when they knew it. Our State Department was watching Libya unfold in real time, according to testimony that was given by State Department officials. Where is she?
You know, Sean, Benghazi is more than just a murder investigation of four of our fellow citizens, as significant as that is. It actually impacts the very fabric of our republic. Can you trust government? And two of the three essential witnesses that we need to answer those questions, David Petraeus and Hillary Clinton, are unavailable. Susan Rice, I can't speak to whether she's available or not, but I can tell you two of them, the week Congress reconvenes to investigate the murder of four fellow Americans, neither one of them are available witnesses. Yeah, I got a question last week. What's her legacy going to be? Benghazi is going to be her legacy.
But they continue, Congressman King, to delay, to obfuscate. They pulled the same nonsense on Fast and Furious, brought it all the way up to a contempt of Congress citation, and then, they invoke executive privilege. So here we've got a situation where we know that the ambassador requested security, it was denied, and it was actually even reduced and then put up to the same levels. Then we know we had requests for assistance. We don't know what the president knew. We don't know when he knew it. We don't know where he was. And then after, he denied it was even a terror attack, blaming a YouTube video for 2 weeks. You know, and he got through, this was September 11th. He got through 2 months heading into an election. The media didn't ask him questions.
Well, and Sean, remember that the CIA, with the approval of General Petraeus, said no one in our shop gave the order to stand down. So the question becomes, where did that come from? The Secretary of State's office or out of the White House itself? I would take this thing back to, I remember Watergate. We knew about that before Richard Nixon was reelected. And yet it took a better part of a year before the truth of that all came out. We've also have the Iran-Contra affair. We had Admiral Poindexter, who was the deniable link so that it didn't get to Reagan. There's an Admiral Poindexter in here, 2 or 3 of them perhaps. But this is something that is many, many times more serious than Watergate ever thought of being, and the House Republicans have an obligation to drill in this thing with all the authority we have.
All right, Congressman
very much
Gowdy,
big time, Sean.
Last question. I don't think the president has a mandate, as he's claiming, to raise taxes. You have this grand bargain discussion, fiscal cliff we keep hearing. Do you know one Republican that was elected on raising taxes? Will the Republicans hold the line on this?
Yes, we will, Sean, for this reason. If I ask you to define conservatism, what does it mean? That limited growth, limited government, so it spurs growth. If we go up to 39 on the top marginal rate, then why not 42? How about 45? How about 50? Where does it stop? When you want to define conservatism, there's a certain point beyond which government should not take from its citizens. So my prediction, and I may be in a small minority, but my prediction is the House Republicans will not relent on the top marginal rate.
There was a mandate, too, for them. They continue to be in power by a significant margin, and I think the American people sent a message there. Guys, thank you both for being with us. We'll continue to follow all of this. But that